Hi there, it's Mel here from These Girls Mean Business. Today I just wanted to quickly show you how to use our card templates to actually order physical cards. I'm also going to show you in Photoshop how to add your own content to the templates that we've provided for you. Now with the cards, we're using Edge Express, which is from the Edge Photo Imaging, and you'll find the link to their website on our blog post that goes with this video, and also below this video as well. But we wanted to show you how easy it is to order from the Edge. Now there's a couple of ways that you can get cards through the Edge. The Edge do an in-house production of cards, and to order those, all you need to do is have the Edge Express software, and you add your image here. So I'm just going to open this up and I'll just add one of our JPEGs to this. And then all I need to do is make sure where it says quantity of, I'm just going to drop this right down to the bottom to where it says dynamic. Now what I want to do, I'll make sure that this also down here says dynamic. What I want to do is make sure that all the information for this goes through to when I actually send the stuff, rather than as I'm setting it up. So I don't really have to worry too much about any of the other bits on here. I can add the lamination if I want to on here as well, but I always like to add that on the instructions instead. So that's as simple as that. And then once I hit my send button, you get a little pop-up box which says here, and where it says send order to the Edge, if you have order or shipping instructions, enter them below and then select payment and delivery method. You just pop in here and write what sized cards you want and whether you want them laminated and all that type of thing as well. Now I'm just going to quickly show you the pricing for the Edge, and this pricing is as of the 17th of October 2015, so it may change. Obviously all businesses at some stage have price changes, but what I wanted to show you, apart from the price side of it, is that there's some options for folded cards, and you need to order a minimum number of cards as well. So it's a minimum order of 20 or 21. You can see the 5x5 cards are ordered in multiples of 3. So if you want to order extra above the 21, you have to add them in numbers of 3. So for instance, you can't order 22 cards of folded ones, you'd have to enter 21 plus 3, so there'd be 25 cards. Across here you can see how much each of those cards are. You can add an extra 20 cents if you'd like them to be laminated, and you can also add 20 cents for the double-sided printing as well, so if you want to print them on both sides. So this is where you'll get your pricing. If you have any questions though, please give the Edge guys a call, because they are some of the friendliest, nicest people to work with, and they will really help you with your any questions that you might have. Now you'll also notice too that there's printing. It actually takes you through how to actually set all this up and that type of thing. We've actually sized our JPEGs for you, so you don't have to worry about any of that. That's all done. But it does say here, tick the digital press in order type, and then go down and select the dynamic size and so on and so forth. Now there's also, if you're looking for this, it's under their digital press products, if you want to actually look this up on their website as well. And the Edge not only have their press products, but they also have a thing called White House collection, which I used to use the White House collection when from America, before the Edge was actually bringing them over to Australia. So there's a different type of we're just going to go to their website so I can show you. The WH stuff is completely different to their in-house stuff. And what actually happens with the White House collection is that it is sent to America for printing. So this year I've actually decided to go for the in-house printing, just because I would prefer to look after my local businesses rather than send that printing off to an overseas site. The WHCC stuff has got an amazing amount of different types of products, and also their boutique cards, which are different shapes, which you can see just in this little picture here. So they've got different shapes and sizes and so on. They look really fancy and they're great, but this year I'm going to stick to just the basic simple ones and let the photography speak for me. Now if you're going to order the WHCC collection or the White House collection, then you need to get a different download software, and it's pretty simple to use. All you have to do is go over to your order products, and it takes you to a window where I'll just resize it so you can see it all. Just down the bottom here, it gives you the type of products, and then if you want the cards, you can go printed cards and products or printed boutique cards and products, and you can see then you get all these wonderful little fancy types of cards that are in there. Very easy if you want to go back and change that. And then for the type of cards we're looking at, we'd have the folded greeting cards. Let's go for the horizontal one. You then simply grab some photographs that you've already created, or some JPEGs that you've already created, and then you just drag and drop them into here so you can see exactly where they are. You can also see on here too the safe line as to where they are, because there's always a possibility of some of that getting cut off. So just keep that in mind too for with your other templates and in-house printing, that can also be an issue. And just make sure you don't have anything right on the edge, because as they're trimming them and cutting them, sometimes you can lose a little bit there as well. So once we've done all this and got it how we want it, we've also got options down here for envelopes and all sorts of gloss coatings and all sorts of things as well, so you can go through and have a look at those. The one thing I like about the White House collection is you can actually physically see here what it's going to look like before you say yes, send it. With the online one here that we were using before, if I can find it here, there we go. It actually doesn't show you what you're doing, but you've already worked it out in Photoshop, so it should all be okay, as long as you've given it maybe a 2 or 3 mil bleed area on the edges where you're not going to lose any text or anything of that nature. If you're not comfortable using this system, you can always contact the Edge and email the files, or FTP the files directly to them as well. That's another option that they do too. So let's just go back to the Edge here. So if you need any help whatsoever, feel free to get in contact with them. And you will need to, before you can use all this software, you need to actually set up an account with them anyway. So it does mean that you need to get in contact with them. If you're in Victoria, they're in Collingwood. So you can actually go down and talk to them. Otherwise, give them a call and they'll be very helpful. And you find the best way for you to actually get your information to them so they can print your cards for you. Now, as far as the templates themselves go, I wanted to quickly show you how these work, because they're fairly easy to use. The black area here, if we turn the one on the layers over here, and I'll just bring my layers up so we can see a bit more of the layers. With our layers, in fact, I'm going to bring them right up so we can pull them all out so we can see them. You can see there's a number of layers in here, and you can change these around as much as you like. You can also add your own textures and that type of thing in if you wish to, and you can also change the fonts. I've got this little squirrely bit at the bottom, and that's actually part of my logo, which you're more than welcome to use on your cards. The reason that I use it on my cards is because it then matches my logo at the back, so it kind of keeps it all together. So branding on my cards is always really something that I'm thinking about as well. To bring your image in, simply click on the layer where it says place your photograph here, go File, Embed or Link, and let's just put this one back in again. Place that file in there wherever we're happy with it, hit enter, and then if it hasn't actually gone into the spot where it should, you just drag it underneath that layer and turn that layer off, and you'll see that it's automatically done it. Now I'm just going to take that a step back and show you what happens, or what you can do if that doesn't happen. You can right click on here, not on the picture, sorry, on the outside area here, and go to create clipping mask, and it will sit within that clipping mask as well. And it's as simple as that, as easy as that, to add your own content. You can change what it says here, you can change the names down here. The font from here, we've got one called Champagne and Limousines, and the other one I think is Santa's Slay, I think, from memory. But the links to those, they're both free fonts that you can buy, that you can download free online. And we'll have some links to some other favourites that I use for cards as well. So I hope that's helped to explain this blog post a little bit further and to help you actually get your cards printed and up and running for this Christmas season. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.